Hi, and welcome to this week's Express Flow, all about the shoulders. So, we're going to work on shoulder stability. We're going to work on some strength. We're going to work on our dolphin pose and creating stability in dolphin. We're going to have our resistance bands and our bricks and a regular yoga strap. All right, so let's get started. So, just rolling the inner thighs back and wide, pulling the flesh from the sitting bone. Press the fingertips down to just lift up through the sides of the body, rolling the shoulders back. Then when you feel nice and lifted, resting the hands onto the thighs, allowing the eyes to gently close. We'll just spend a few moments today just tuning into our breath, tuning into how we're feeling, how our energy is, how our mood is, taking a little mental scan over our bodies, noticing how our shoulders are feeling. Breathing into the front, sides, and back of the lungs. Good, letting the eyes gently open. And let's start with some swimmers. So arms out to the side, and we're gonna rotate. We wanna rotate from the shoulder, reaching with those arms. Back. Rotate. 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 Last two here. Good, and release. Nice. Good, getting our little mini band next. Popping it around the wrists, turning the thumbs all the way out into external rotation. We're gonna push and lift. Now you're gonna try to keep the shoulders externally rotated for as long as you can, pulling the ribs down, taking it up, keeping that push as you lower, up and down. Reach. 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 Good. Reach. Trying to get those biceps to come by the ears. Reach. 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 Good, one more. Reach. Good, palms down, arms out, shoulder blades forward, and push. Push. Getting those outer shoulders activated, right? That's where we find our stability in Dolphin. All right, in the outer shoulders, right? Deltoids, serratus anterior, lats, rear delts. Good, push. 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 Good. Push. Good. Last one. Push. Fantastic. Good. Give those shoulders a little roll and bring that band to one side. Let's get our regular yoga strap. Let's stretch the hamstrings a little bit because, even if your shoulders are, mobile and strong and your hamstrings are super stiff, you're not going to be able to lift your hips very well in Dolphin. All right, so we got to get the back of these legs open up. So give this a little rub and a pat. Down to the sitting bone. Getting it all woken up. Good, extending into that heel. Pulling on the toes. And just little pulses there. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Good, take it across the body, just about 6 inches, outer right hip stretching away, holding there. Good, we're gonna take it all the way across. I'm just gonna move away from the wall. If you're at a wall, you could even push the leg into the wall here, which feels nice, and stretch. Outer right hip moving forward, getting that nice twist. Good, bring it all the way up to the top and changing sides. Good, take it around the left foot, take it up. Stretch your right leg and just waking up this leg. Nice rub and a pat. Good, taking now it over towards the right. Left side of sacrum pressing down, that little twist. And then we're gonna take it all the way across. Left arm stretches out. Good, bring the leg all the way back to center. Good, giving yourself a little squeeze, knees into the chest. Okay, so now we're gonna take that strap. So a little bit of active stretching. We're gonna take our legs all the way forward and we're gonna hold our strap and we're gonna pull our strap. Okay, so shoulder blades up, pulling our strap, inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, big sit up. Lift your leg and lasso the foot. Holding there. Good, now release. Hold the leg in space. Good, bring the leg down, roll back, arms back. Big sit up, up, reach, catch that foot. Good, hold that stretch and stretch the leg. Down, big lift, and catch the foot. See if you can lift it straight from your hip. Good, release, down. And big, and catch the foot. And up. One more each side. Catch that foot. Good. Lift it and down. And one more. Up. Lift. Catch it. Lift and down. Good. Get your yoga break. Let's do a little bit of core warm up as well, because if our core is not turned on, it's hard to hold that rib hip connection. So get that brick between the ankle bones. Take the leg up. We're going to do a brick pass. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, lift, grab your brick. Stretch it behind you. Lift, bring it between the ankles. Hollow body, forward and back. Inhale it back up. Good for 3. Good, 4. One more. 5. Good, fantastic. Give yourself a hug. We're going to come up into all fours position and we'll set up for our gate pose. So take your long band now, pop it underneath your brick at the front, and turn your left shin in and step your right leg back. Now you don't want to be straight on top. You want to be a little bit away with this left shoulder blade hugging onto the back, right? So pulling into the midline, taking that band, and we're going to go up with the elbow into a thoracic rotation. Pull and turn. Nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more here. 8. Good. Stretch the arm over your ear. Rotate it around. Rotate. One more. Good. Take it over your ear. Push down through the outer edge of your right foot. Lift your left leg off. Stretch it out. Left shoulder hugging onto the back. Bring it down and change sides. Just going to go to the back of the mat so you can see me. Good. Placing that brick to hold your band steady. Turning your right shin out, stretching your left leg back. Good. And we're going to go up and down with the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, Big pull. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Circle it around. 1. Good. 2, 3. Good. Circle. Push down. Outer edge of your left foot. Pick up your right shin. Stretch it out. Hold there. And release. Very nice. Sit back into child's pose. Coming down, bring the hands towards the back of the head, thumbs together. Breathing into the upper back, spreading the upper back. Good. Bring your hands underneath you. Set up your bricks. Low setting. Now we're going to get the band around our wrist. So we're going to work on this end range mobility and strength. So you might find that your arm doesn't lift very high off the brick yet, and that's okay. Right? So we've got to start somewhere with this end range strengthening. So walking the knees back, and you're going to bring the wrists onto the bricks. Okay, I'm going to bring my head down, and I'm going to think about wrapping my shoulders forward and up. So instead of squeezing them to the midline, they're going to go apart and forward. And then one arm at a time, I'm going to practice lifting up and pushing out. Up, push out. Up and out. Pushing. Push. 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 Last 2. Last one. Good. Come up. Take them high. Karate chop. Outer hand onto the bricks. Walking the knees back. Now you're going to let your chest sink, shoulder blades together, and then push through the outer wrist, shoulder blades apart into that thoracic open. Down, up and forward. Together and down, up and forward. Together and down, up and forward. Good. Come up. Move the bricks. Hands are going to come forward on the mat. And now we're going to stack shoulder over wrist. Now, first thing, I'm going to hug my forearms to the midline. I'm going to externally rotate my arm bones from my shoulder and squeeze my elbows to the floor. Now, relax your neck. Push, round your back like an angry cat. And little cat-cow there. Good. Come back up to your starting position. Hug, rotate down and round. And cat-cow. And up. Good. Down. Next time we'll add, so round, tuck the toes. Lifting up into our dolphin. Good. We can walk out our dog a little bit. Walk out the dolphin. Good. Hold. Pushing the floor away. Good. Down. And lift. Good. One more. Rotate it down. Good. Tuck. Lift. Good. Down. And lift. Good. Into down dog. Right foot forward. Back knee down. Get our mini band. Around the right hand to left shoulder. Left hand is going to come into the band. And we're going to go push down and back. So tricep extension into shoulder extension. Back. 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 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. 12. Good. Second side. Rotating the shoulder back. Elbow back. Push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11, 12. Good. Lift up, inhale. Reach, 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 bend. Take your left hand down to the floor. Open up that right side. Good. Both hands down. Step back, down dog. And left foot forward. Back knee down. And coming up, this time we're going to hold the band, give it a pull, and take it around the world. Good. So we're going to go around the world. 1. Big pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Into plank this time. Inhale. Exhale, lower to our belly. Good. Hands behind the skull. Okay, so now we're going to, keeping the tailbone long, one arm is going to lift and we're going to roll. Other elbow down, lift. Other elbow down, lift and twist. Other elbow down, lift and twist. Push, lift, twist. Lift, twist. Lift, twist. Last one. Okay, keeping everything strong, engage your glutes, get that posterior chain activated. Lift up, hold, and release. Windshield wiper the legs. Okay, so let's come into our dolphin. We're going to use a brick. Hug between the hands. Find this really helps to keep the elbows in. It'll give us that good turn from the shoulder versus doing this. So a little bit more opening in the shoulder, and we can practice that hug and squeeze. So hugging and squeezing down to the floor. Okay, a few little roundings. So round your back like an angry cat. Shoulder blades away and forward. And little cat-cow. Cat-cow. Good, one more. Push, squeeze, tuck, float the knees. Okay, now keep the ribs back. Relax your head. Lift off. Good, hold there. Push the weight back now. Okay, now we're going to thread. Shred it forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One leg up, little hops. 1, 2, 3. Other side. 2, 3. Good, bring down, rest. We're going to do one more round. Static hold. So building up that endurance strength that we need for strong, not just dolphin, but also pincha. Okay, bring those elbows down. Squeeze a brick, hold. Push down, round. Up with the hip. Walk it in. And pedal. Keep the knees bent. Again, up, little hop. 1, 2, 3. Maybe pull the leg in. 1, 2, 3. And rest. Fantastic, everyone. Head down, resting. Good, let your legs go wide. Good, going forward. Relaxing the neck. Rock a little bit. And then come up onto our back spinal twist. Right leg across the body. Take it across. You could use a brick here. It's nice. And then open up. Really big opening through the ribs. Good. Change. Left knee in. Take it across. Maybe to your brick. Left arm. Big twist. And back to center. Give yourself a hug. And stretching the legs forward for Shavasana. Really let go in the upper body, the shoulders. Let your inner gaze turn towards your heart. Acknowledging the work that you put in, right? That you showed up, you did your practice, you worked on your strength, you worked on your shoulder mobility, and then enjoying these last couple minutes to rest. Starting now to deepen your breath. Bringing some movement to your fingers and toes, rolling to one side. And then coming up to a comfortable seat, bringing hands over our hearts, lifting the chest. And we bow our heads to our hearts in gratitude for this time that we have to move together, breathe together. Let us be grateful for this time to practice and get stronger. We'll finish with one Om, taking a big inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this Express Flow. And if you get a moment, please do subscribe. I love adding resistance bands to our practice so you feel more mobile, feel stronger in your everyday life. So thank you for being here.